Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. This is going to be the second part of the SeeD exam, and it's actually the second time I'm recording it because, well, I ran out of disk space. I didn't clear out some old files, and using fraps like I am, you use up a gig of space every minute and a half, so that can eat up your space rather quickly. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go to this ramp right here, and we're going to go up it, and we're going to have... I guess, yeah, you could call it a boss fight, but it's so easy that it doesn't really matter, and you'll see that momentarily. So as we take the lift up, you can see that there are two guys working on the antenna here, and it's Biggs and Wedge, the stalwarts of the Final Fantasy games that pretty much appear in every single one. Now there's a monster-shaped shadow on the top of the tower. I'm sure that doesn't matter at all. I always find it odd because Major Biggs is actually fixing or trying to fix the antenna. You would think when you're a major in an armed forces, you wouldn't be actually doing that kind of hands-on thing. But, I mean, you know, what do I know? And Wedge is going to check around while the repairs are being done, which is going to give us an absolutely perfect window to, well, ride the lift up and corner Biggs all by himself. Now, it's ironically is we're supposed to think that Cypher went up the ramp, but he's nowhere to be found. I'm sure this change in view and the music isn't supposed to be ominous at all. And down goes a wrench. Yep, it's basically a jet-propelled antenna, which is kind of cool, kind of different. Always thought this was kind of a cool little video, and I think that's just supposed to represent the signal it's sending out to Galbadia, and we'll find out more about that eventually. And Squall's going to be like, "Hey, what do you think you're doing?" And Biggs is going to say the same right back to Squall. "Oh yeah, we killed all those soldiers down below." Wedge. No, not there. Not there either. Well, it's gonna be about that time. So he's gonna start trying to make his way out, and Cypher's like, nothing doing. Although Cypher's actually not gonna fight with us in the battle. Okay, incredibly easy battle. When you do enough damage to Biggs, Wedge will come running, and when you do enough damage to both of them, they'll get replaced by the real boss. Just looking at what they have, the question mark spell is Asuna, which is the cure for status ailment spells. It's not really worth it right now at this point in the game to draw out. We don't have a huge need for status defense like that. So I'm just going to hit him once. Wedge will come running. And if we hit him again, that might be enough to take care of him. Man, no pay this month. Brutal. So I'll hit Biggs again. Oh, no, he's still alive, so I'll hit him once with Selfie. That strength junction really makes a huge difference. And we'll hit him once with Squall, and that'll take him out of the battle. So all of a sudden, they're going to get sucked up by this wind here, or whatever it is. It's not the last that we'll see of them. And they're replaced by Elvoret. Elvoret's kind of like a demon. Must have been that shadow that was creeping around the top of the tower. First, if you look at Elvoret, you might notice he kind of looks like that Elnul creature from the card that I was grinding. And that's because of the exact same character, they just have a different color scheme. I mean, exactly the same as far as appearance. So first things first is you want to draw Siren from Elvoret. Siren is a new Guardian force. And then with Selfie, if you want to, you can draw double. It's a decent junctioning spell, and she's the only one with really a high enough magic stat, because we look at Squall try to draw double, he'll fail. And so Selfie really is the only one with a magic stat to draw it, so I'm just going to continue to draw double till she gets 100, and I'll be back. Okay, so I've gone and I've drawn all 100 doubles from Elvoret that I want, and you want to be careful of this spell that he has right here, Storm Breath. It can do about 200 damage to all your characters. So real quickly, I'm just going to have Selfie draw Cure and use it on Zell, because Zell and Squall just have pitiful magic stats right now. So we'll hit him once with Squall, hit him once with Zell, and we'll see if that'll do the trigger. That will do the job, and it won't because I messed up Squall's trigger. So he's gonna hit Zell again. I'm okay with that. This time, hopefully, if I hit him with Squall's trigger, he should do the trick. There we go. There's the trigger, and there he goes. Done. Easy over. So that's why the bare minimum. I mean, you want to grind those Abyss Worm cards, and it's also another reason why it's good to get the Thundaga spells. Will be coming up in just a minute. As far as I know, Elvoret doesn't have any huge elemental weakness. No big deal. So we've taken care of him. We get no experience, 2 elixirs, G-Returner, which is like a Phoenix down for Guardian Force. Weapons monthly March, no new weapons in there. So the weapons magazines are supposed to give us what we need to upgrade our weapons. They don't tell us where to find those items, but the March issue just has our current weapons. So nothing important there. 14 AP, and Kezakata learn boost, and Siren. We acquired the Guardian Force Siren, which is probably the most important part of that mission of Elvoret. And Selfie's going to give Cypher the order to withdraw. Siren really isn't useful as a summoning Guardian Force. However, she does have some very special abilities, which we're going to work on in just a minute. So at 7 o'clock, we have to withdraw to the shore, which is going to wind up giving us 30 minutes. So you have 30 minutes to get down to the boat to leave. To get the maximum SeeD score, you have 5 minutes, so you want to get there with 25 minutes remaining. Again, I'm not going to hit that, so I don't really care. We will have tests to raise our SeeD rank pretty much as soon as we're done. We only have 30 minutes. Better run. Well, we always run. Unless we use the triangle button to walk. Okay. So we're going to head down the lift. You don't want to talk to Biggs. So choose go down, and you're going to want to save at the save point that you saved at earlier, because we have a mandatory mini-boss fight, and then you can choose to either fight him again and get AP from him, or you can choose to not to, and I'm going to show both ways. So, as I was saying, you quickly want to save at the save point. So we'll just save here, we'll save here, and right there. And now we're just going to leave, and as you run out of the comm tower, you can kind of notice, what's that thing up there? Yep, it's a mini-boss fight. This is XATM-092. It is as you can see, a mechanical object, so it's going to be weak to thunder or lightning-based magic. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit him with Squall, and it should be enough with the trigger to drop him to the ground. So we knock him down, and we'll run away. Now this fight, this is the one escape that you're allowed for your SeeD rank. So at this point, you can either choose to, I'll tell you real quick, you can either choose to run away from him and not fight him again, or you can fight him, and I'll show you a way to reduce his health and get 50 AP each time that you're going to do that. So like I said, I'm going to wind up fighting him again, but first I'm going to show you how to avoid him. So we'll run here. And now we're going to run here, and all of a sudden you can see him following you, and Zell's like, I thought we already busted that thing up. So you just want to run down and run away. And as this screen's loading, you want to keep holding left because he's going to jump up Selfie's cliff right there. And on this screen, you're going to want to walk. And the way you walk is by using the triangle button on the PlayStation controller. Because if you choose to run down that little hill, I'm going to switch over to running now. Basically, he'll jump on the step, and he will stun you, and you won't be able to move, and you'll be forced to have an encounter. So the one tricky part's coming up on the bridge. So we're going to run. He's chasing us. Then jumps over and starts chasing us from the other direction. And then jumps the other direction. So you gotta listen for him to jump, and then you run on through. But I want the experience, so let's do that. So I'm back, I just knocked him down, and I don't know why I said experience when I know that it's AP. So real quickly, I'm going to give Siren to Squall. I can finally junction something to his magic stat, so we'll do Faraga, whatever. Not going to be drawing anything coming up. And the abilities I want to learn with Siren are, I want to learn Move Find, Tool Refine, and Life Magic Refine. So we'll start with Life Magic Refine, and I'll show you. I'm only going to fight him 3 times because those are only the abilities I want. The first time is here. So this time, instead of running away, we're going to run towards him. Now, I'm not going to fight him on Selfie's bridge, basically because I can't change the ability in between. Okay, so now what you need to do to get the AP points from him, of course he has to hit us first. Come on. Oh no, not 23 damage. So you want to hit him with Squall. It's going to knock him down. And now he's going to start repairing himself. You do not want to let him get up to repairing to 100%. So I'll hit him with Zell. Or Selfie. There we go. We'll hit him with Zell. It says repairing 40%. You do not want to let that get to be 100. So I'll hit him with Squall, which should raise him up. Okay, and the counter didn't go to 100%. So we'll get the AP. All we have to do now, hit him with Squall once more and knock him down. And it's just that simple. He has around 5,600 experience points. So basically what you're doing is you're just reducing his HP to 0. You can kill him and get a item if you use your limit breaks. I have no desire to. And there we go, 50 AP. Siren learned Life Magic Refine. So just like my previous video, hold left. I don't want to fight him there, but quickly I want to switch Siren up to... we'll do Tool Magic Refine. Okay, so this time I'm going to run down here, and you can see how I'm kind of going to get frozen. Yep, that's why you don't want to run that path if you want to escape him. But there's really no point to not get the AP. Like I was saying, you can get a Force Armlet if you want to learn another character's, basically their ultimate weapon on Disc 1. There's no point to deleting him. You miss out on a really cool cutscene. And it's just kind of, I don't know. It's such a rare drop from him that it's almost impossible unless you want to constantly reset your game. So he's repairing himself, so we're going to keep hitting him. Hopefully he'll pop back up now. Okay, there we go. So now we'll hit him once with Squall. There we go, got the trigger, and we will run away. And Siren learned Tool Magic Refine. So now we want to run away. I want to be able to go to the menu to change my item to Move Find. So we'll go Move Find. Siren has status Medicine Refine. If she had status Magic Refine, I would fight him another time, but we'll be finding someone that has that skill soon enough. So we're just going to run away from him here, and we will fight him on the bridge. So he just jumped, and we're going to charge right into battle. So I learned Move Fine. I didn't feel the need to show you the fight for a third time. You want to get the dog to move out of the way right there by pressing your X button or your Use button. And there will be a funny dialogue you can get about this car later in the game, so just keep that in the back of your mind as we continue to run away from it. And the next thing you don't want to do is you don't want to run into the restaurant there to avoid him. Basically, it's just things that'll subtract from your SeeD score. And while I don't really care because of the test that we can do, I don't want a SeeD rank of 1. Alright, so now sit back and enjoy this little full motion video. Man, Quistis is a badass. Not really surprised she has her own fan club at Balamb Garden. So that's the SeeD exam done. We passed. We're on our way back to Balamb. And we just have just one more thing really to do this episode, and I think we'll wrap it up. The game's going to be moving really quickly from here on out. We're going to have our graduation party. We're going to have a certain other event that we're going to have to take part in with Quistis, and then it's going to be time for our first SeeD mission. So this one's going to be a little shorter, just going to do one more thing. And Cypher's going to say, man, it's not easy to be a leader, all they did was get in my way. Nice of the disciplinary committee to come and see him as he gets back from the SeeD exam. I wonder if they did that the other 2 times. Quistis tells us good job, and she's also going to tell us that we're free for the rest of the afternoon, just to be back to the garden by sundown, I believe. Yep, there goes Cypher, off with his friends, I guess you'd call them. Yep, free till sundown. Okay, dismissed. So, if you haven't gotten the Timber Maniacs magazine yet, you could do that now, as Cypher takes off with the car, of course. And Zell says we might as well walk it. So yep, if you want to, you can go ahead on in here and get the Timber Maniacs magazine. Or, since I've already done that, what we can do is we can go down here. And this is Zell's mom's house. And she just says, who are your friends? And Zell says, this is my house, but don't make yourselves too comfortable. What if we try to go in your room, Zell? We can't go in his room just yet. We'll be able to later. So let's talk to Mrs. Dinch, or Ma Dinch. Take care of Zell for me? No problem. So we will exit their house, and we'll just re-enter. Because Zell's mom has Zell's cards, so let's play her in a game of cards. She doesn't use it really that frequently. Hopefully she does on the first playthrough. Nope, I'll be back when she's playing it. Okay, there we go. She's using it second time out of the box, so we'll put our Quistis card up here. Oh, I didn't know she could flip it. Okay, well, luckily I got strategies built in for that. Let's see. We can do... If I put this here... Yeah, they can't take it, so let's do this. Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm actually gonna win it. Nice! We'll flip that back to 6-4 in our favor. We'll get Zell's card, and another Elenol card, which I don't actually need. So that's really all I'm going to do for this episode. I could head back to Balamb Garden and show you the events there, but I'm going to stick them with the next episode. So next episode, we will get our SeeD rank, we'll attend the graduation party, and we'll go on a special little trip with Quistis. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. If you like the video, smash that thumbs up, and I'll see you guys before too long.